let them come up.
Go on, read on.
Beat your plowshares into sword.
Right, beat your plowshares into sword, meaning the farming instrument. That's why you see the military-industrial complex, right, it's booming. Why? They're making all these weapons of war. It's the time that we're in, right? The time right now is not for peace and love. It's for war and destruction. Read on.
And your punch hooks into spears.
Right, these are farm tools again. Rooting hooks into spears. Read on.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
Meaning all the weak nations are going to say they're strong. They're not afraid anymore. A good example of that is North Korea. North Korea, you thought was weak, but now they tested a nuclear bomb, and now they land satellites into outer space. And while you was at your Super Bowl, the satellite's about to fly over this our country. You understand? So you see now the weak nations, Iran is another one. They're not afraid anymore. None of these weak nations are bowing down anymore. They're standing up. Read on.
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen.
Give them.
11. And gather yourself together round about. There's the cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
Right, read on.
Let the heathens be wakened and come up into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
The Jehoshaphat, right? Valley of decision. Read on.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
But that's what the Lord is bringing. The Lord is bringing everybody down into the Middle East to start this third world war. Right? 14.
Joel chapter 3, verses 14. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
Right, it says multitudes, all these nations are gathered in the valley of decision. They're right down there in that Middle East. Why? For that third world war. Right? Because that's where the Lord is going to judge these nations for who? His people, his heritage, Israel. You understand? That's what this is all about. Right? It's all about God's people. He's bringing all them nations down there in the third world war to destroy them all. They're going to destroy themselves down there. All right? Give me, and it says multitudes in the valley of decision. Give me Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 38, start at verse 2. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 38, verses 2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophecy against him.
Right, that's talking about Russia right there. Right, because Russia is in that land right now. All right, read on.
And say, thus says the Lord the Most High, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
Right, read on.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaw.
That's what the Most High do with Russia. Right, it's bringing Russia back into the state it was before the Iron Curtain was taken down. Right, he's bringing back Russia in that state, and he's using Putin as the man to do it. Right, it's just prophecy being fulfilled. Right, read on.
And I will bring thee forth, and all thy army horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
Right, all of them. And he's going to give you the nations who's going to be involved in this thing. Read on.
Persia, Ethiopia.
Persia is Iran right now. The name was changed. Right, that's why that area is called the Persian Gulf. Right, so Persia is Iran. Read on.
And Libya with them.
Exactly. All these are going to be sided with who? Russia. Read on.
All of them with shield and helmet.
Read on.
Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah.
Gomer is the French. Read on.
And the north quarters, all of his bands and many peoples with thee.
Right, Togarmah is Turkey. Right? Read on.
Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Right, so now the war is being set. World War III is being set up right now. Right? God is giving you, the Most High is giving you all the participants that's going to be in it. All the participants that's going to be in the Third World War and the location where it's going to be at. It's all in the Bible. Now give me Daniel, the 11th chapter. Verse Daniel 11 and start at verse 40. Alright, bring it out.
Daniel chapter 11, verses 40. And at the time of the end shall the king of the south push at him.
Right, because this is talking about after the Israeli, which is after 1948, the so-called Jews got that land of Israel. That's when that statehood was set up. Right, they were there previously. Right, they got there after 1948, after World War II. All right, read on.
And the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind.
Right, the king of the south, that time was talking about Egypt. The king of the north is talking about the Israelis. Read on.
With chariots and with horsemen and with many ships, he shall enter into the countries and shall overflow and pass over.
Because the Israelis, the so-called Jews, were in all them Arab-Israeli wars. Right? But when they got in the land, they had to fight off all the Arab countries. Right? And they defeated them all. Read on.
He shall enter also into the glorious land.
Right, they're in the land, in our homeland, the land of Israel. Read on.
And many countries shall be overthrown, but these shall escape out of the hand of his hand.
Right, so all the Arab countries that came up against them, they got destroyed. They were overthrown. But who's going to escape? Read on.
Even Edom and Moab and the chief of the children of Ammon.
Right, that's talking about a geographical location. Right, that's right there. That's Jordan, what they will call Jordan. And the capital of Jordan is Ammon. All right, that's what that is talking about. That's a location. Because we know the Jordanians never have any beef with them Israelis. Read on.
He shall stretch forth his hand also upon the country, and the land of Egypt shall not escape.
Exactly, because who control that? They do. They do. Read on.
But he shall have power over the treasures of gold and of silver, and over all the precious things of Egypt. And the Libyans and the Ethiopians shall be at his steps.
Exactly. Libyans and Ethiopians are going to be at his steps. Why? Because we read in Ezekiel 38, they're down with Russia. Right? Libya and Ethiopia is down with Russia, according to the prophecies. All right? Read on.
But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him.
Tidings mean a news or a report. Right? A news or a report, right, out of the east, which is of Iran and China, and out of the north, which is Russia, is troubling. Right? It is troubling to them. Why? Because they're creating a hindrance for them. China, Russia, and Iran right now is in Syria, defending Bashar al-Assad, right, and his regime, while everybody else is going against them and want them out. Right? So now the stage is set for the conflict. Read on.
Therefore, he shall go forth with a great fury to destroy and to utterly make away many.
That's what's going to happen. Eventually, man, they're going to let loose. You understand? And a lot of people are going to be destroyed. Right? A lot of people are going to be destroyed in these wars coming up. It ain't going to be pretty. All right? Read on.
And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas of the glorious holy mountain, and yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him.
Right, that's where they're going to die, right there in that land, and no one can help. Right, the Most High get control of this thing. Right, the Most High is going to control it. Right, all playing out according to prophecy, and nobody can stop it. Y'all are like moths to the flame, right? You can't stop but to go in the direction the Most High making it going. Understand? Matter of fact, give me the apocrypha. Right? Because this is what's coming here. Right? And why they're passing certain laws now to make women be in the special forces. They sign laws now to make women could be drafted. If they need somebody to go fight wars, they could now draft a woman to make them fight wars. All right? In 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Start at verse 32. All right, let's read what's going to take place here. Right, what's going to be taking place right here. Because as I said, the Third World War is coming. Men are going to be drafted to go fight this war. Read on.
2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verses 32. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old.
Read on.
And her way and her path shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough.
Read on.
The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom.
Exactly, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. Read on.